You might be familiar with this logo in front of some of your favorite movies, and even for some of your favorite trailers. This is A24, arguably the most unique and exciting production company working in Hollywood today. Since 2013, A24 has produced some of the most interesting movies that have been released in theaters. From a movie about people finding a romantic partner and if they fail, they turn into an animal, to a movie about Daniel Radcliffe playing a corpse. Two movies that you'd be hard-pressed to find other production companies like Fox or Universal Pictures distribute. And these movies, despite how weird they might be, are actually good. The company's last 8 released films have had an average Rotten Tomatoes score of 86%, which is significantly higher than any other major production company working right now. So you have to wonder, how exactly does A24 pick such good movies? First begins with the founders of the company, Daniel Katz, David Finkel, and John Hodges all banded together in 2012 to create a super force of a movie production company. All coming from various film backgrounds, they wanted to do something different. Although money is an important thing, as it is with any company in order to stay in business, A24 first asked if a movie was cool or not after seeing it. They're not concerned right away with how much money it might make or whether or not audiences will agree with it. They first want to know whether or not the movie is actually good, and not just good, but cool. Does it have a certain vibe the A24 audiences will enjoy? And yes, for a production company, A24 does have a certain audience and legitimate fan base. This is incredibly odd for a production company, especially one this size. Despite it never doing sequels or having franchises like Disney, A24 has a dedicated fan culture. So much so that they even have merch, which you probably wouldn't see from another distributor. So we know that the company tries their best to pick cool movies, but what exactly is an A24 movie? There's obviously not a direct correlation between all of them, but a lot of their films generally don't have a singular genre. A24 movies breach at least several different genres in film. Hereditary is a drama horror, Spring Breakers is a weird crime film with some comedy thrown in, and Lady Bird is a drama/comedy. Another thing that really sets A24 apart is their marketing. Most specifically, their trailers. They all offer a unique and intriguing look at the movie, and they never give too much away, just enough to get you interested. Some of their trailers have even been said to be better than the actual movie, most specifically with It Comes at Night. The trailer made it look like an intense horror film, but was ultimately a drama about survival with some horror elements. All these elements come together to change the perception of their movies, for better and for worse. With the trailer being almost too good, it might make the movie slightly worse, and it definitely shows. The audience score for It Comes at Night reflects this, with it sitting at 44% on Rotten Tomatoes. This was most likely because audiences were expecting a different movie than the one they ended up getting. Despite this rare miss for the studio, it still doesn't take away from the fact that A24 cares, and it shows in their movies and the creators they support. Their philosophy isn't to change ideas from creators, it's to invest in them, a way of business that hopefully other movie studios can adopt as well. But at the end of the day, there's no through line to A24 films. They don't focus on a specific genre or string of franchises, but there's undoubtedly a common thread to all their movies. And that is that A24 focuses on authenticity. Their movies have heart and come from creators that have something unique that they want to say. A lot of times, the film might come from a personal experience they might have had, or it relates to one. Not only that, but A24 puts money towards groups and ideas that aren't typically seen on the big screen. Their Best Picture Oscar-winning film, Moonlight, focuses on a gay black man. To see a movie like this, even today, is rare, and one that only a production company like A24 would be willing to support. So it's not necessarily the posters or the trailers, that all certainly helps them stand out, but it's a commitment to being different and investing in new creative ideas, all while being as authentic as possible.